Well, the Government Accountability Agency reports that military gear sold on sites like eBay and Craigslist pose a serious national security risk to our country and our troops fighting overseas. But even after that warning, News First 5's Carolyn Carver found some of these items being sold right here in Colorado Springs.
Newly developed night vision goggles, biological and chemical gear, and even F-14 components in demand by Iran. Just a few examples of sensitive military gear available to people around the world on sites like eBay and Craigslist.
We live in dangerous times, and we're up against, when it comes to the Islamist terrorists, a very crafty and a very smart enemy.
A threat News First 5 terrorism expert Joe Ruffini says is a real alert for southern Colorado's large military population.
There's a reason why we issue identification tags. There's a reason why we have security entry and exit procedures. And it's just important not to be paranoid, but just for servicemen and women to be vigilant.
According to this government report, illegal weapons brokers, terrorists, and foreign governments are searching these sites, trying to find sensitive military equipment to either use against us, to copy, or to create counterterrorism measures for. And in our quick search, we found several of these things sold right here in Colorado. Take these night vision goggles, for example. We found them online from Colorado Springs. While they're commercially available to the public, investigators warn some are equipped with a sensitive infrared tube that allows service members to identify friendly fighters versus the enemy. And if sold to the enemy, quote, could be used against U.S. troops on the battlefield. We also found Army combat uniforms. You can buy and sell these across the region at stores and online. But the report warns they can be used against our troops if sold overseas. Take, for example, a 2007 attack where Iraqi insurgents dressed in U.S. military uniforms infiltrated a compound in Karbala, killing 5 U.S. service members. Now, according to the Department of Defense, it's illegal to sell some military-issued gear like body armor, but Ruffini says the threat of theft charge is just not enough for sellers.
I think even with the best monitoring software and controls, there's going to be some things that slip through the crack.
Even with good intentions, government investigators fear the trend is pitting U.S. soldiers against U.S. soldiers in this global war on terror. In Colorado Springs, Carolyn Carver, News First 5.
Now, keep in mind, it is not illegal to sell most of this gear online. In fact, much of it is stolen property, but still, terrorism experts warn our local service members to be aware of the dangers of selling off their old military-issued gear online, because you never know whose hands it will wind up in.